I'm not going to try to do like a mashup thing this time like I did with the last recording. Oh, yeah. This is episode 19 of The Great Satan. We lost a recording earlier today. We'll just get straight into it. I'm here with Sarah, also known as Thin Nails on Twitter. Her Twitter will be in the description. Link in bio, as they say. Man, yeah, we lost some good riffs to time today.
We lost a good episode.
Like, it was edited tightly. Like, I hit stop when we needed to stop, like pause and whatever. And like, I mean, and the stuff we talked about, the Kool-Aid man being gay, the like Ronald Reagan ad exec doing the cool gay cancer instead of cool AIDS.
Women being kidnapped off of stage during K-pop concerts.
Oh man, and the guy with the YG and the gambling, the whole thing, and the peanut.
It's become a soup.
What
Can
soup?
you do coke off of a penis?
Right.
These are the things.
The pre-cum cocaine riff, the cocaine in the pre-cum, and the one about pussy juice in the like the doing a line off of the pussy juice, and the one about packing a line on a butt and getting blood in it.
I don't remember that one. That must have been when I got kicked out of one of the.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was it rained here, and Jason's internet was fine.
Block and a half away from yeah. Literally a block from you. Like, so close, and yet our internets are completely separated by the world. It was crazy. Yeah, the weird thing with like riff-based improvisational humor is you can never go back, right? You can never, if it's gone, it's gone. It's not something that's repeatable ever. You can't be like, hey, do that one about the, the Kool-Aid man or whatever. Like, it doesn't,
Although I could talk about the blood war between Mr. Peanut and the Kool-Aid man for years. I could write a dissertation on this with the evidence that I've collected.
You had like gobs of screen caps of, I mean, we're talking about like the Kool-Aid Corporation was doing straight up reply guy bullshit on the trending page the day that Mr. Peanut died, just straight up like, haha, gotcha, bitch.
In fact, I took a screenshot of the advertisement.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid within the death tweets for Mr. Peanut, and I actually like quoted that or something. I was like, this is not the time.
Right.
Man. Peanut, excuse me.
To buy a sponsored tweet and then do it as quote tweets of R.I.P. Mr. Peanuts. That's what was really offensive to me, because it wasn't just, hey, drink Kool-Aid. It was quote tweet R.I.P. Mr. Peanut and then pay for advertisement to like really signal boost the shit talk. Which, like, I mean, I did that when John McCain died, I absolutely tried to sell Kool-Aid. When he died, I was like, everybody that was pissed off and sad, I was like, ha ha. I couldn't stop laughing,
Oh my God.
The Trumper people loved it, which is weird because they think the military's cool, and that guy was like, he was like a troop, but he did kill a lot.
It's not weird to me that the Trump people liked making fun of John McCain, because even though, yes, John McCain was a Republican and he and I definitely had very different ideas, he was a functioning adult.
Right, got it.
Who could form coherent sentences.
Right. But wait, they also don't like Joe Biden, and Joe Biden does not form coherent sentences
I
either.
only don't like Joe Biden because he's a Democrat.
Got it. Okay.
Democrat.
Let's think of another Republican that they don't like that can make sentences. Or that can't, sorry.
Think of what was going on in our state with Kay Ivey the last month.
They hated Kay Ivey. The Trump people hated Kay Ivey.
They were like, we want our damn haircuts.
Right, yeah.
Kay Ivey, they hated Kay Ivey.
Right.
Until we opened the borders back up. Well, the borders weren't closed. The borders of the hair salons, excuse me.
Yeah, they don't like them walls so much now, do they?
Yeah, exactly. Get me in for my damn pedicure appointment, Ivy.
Yeah.
You can go be gay on your own time.
That's the most bonkers shit to me, because they want to make fun of her for wearing blackface that one time, but she did it with her husband, and they can't make fun of her about that because she had a husband, and they want to say she was gay.
Just doing good by her husband, you know that.
Oh, the blackface or the other part, or the being gay?
Any of it, I guess. I found the Kool-Aid Man screen cap, but anyway, I'll send that to you. But Kay Ivey, okay, so the people in our state, hated Kay Ivey because she wasn't kissing Trump's butt.
Right.
We were doing so well. We were doing so well in comparison to.
We were 22nd.
And then all of a fucking sudden, it was almost like Will Ainsworth hacked her Twitter account and announced that we were opening things. I was like, why? Why?
Yeah, it made no sense. Because the result, the whole time she was saying, we are going to do it, we're going to open it when there's 14 days of dropped cases, declining cases of new people getting it. And it's been skyrocketing because they really never closed it anyway. The closing they did.
I was telling somebody, I was like before she specifically closed some businesses.
Right.
People were like, we have this thing going on here. I said, it's suggested. Mm-hmm. Nothing is being enforced. That's what it was. Before it was a stay-at-home order. It was use common sense, which is fucking stupid to say to people of Alabama.
Right. Well, also people that have a financial interest in doing really stupid shit, like keeping a bar open or whatever. Even if you're smart and know it's killing people, you're going to do it if it makes you money. That's how capitalism works anyway. And this just makes it a little bit more obvious, right?
Yeah.
It's more difficult to ignore is the way a lot of people say it. But because making people commute to a job is guaranteeing you're going to kill a certain number of people every year, right? Yeah. Forcing people to use a car and not have public transit as a human right or whatever is guaranteed to kill a certain number of people. And the people that are in power are going to choose to force people to do that. So the other part is having those decisions made by, politicians, and then those politicians listening to business owners just guarantees that we're going to have problems. But the other thing is there's, like we were saying, there's no real difference in the change from suggested to everything's open because everything kind of was open.
Yeah.
The only difference is people can get kicked off of unemployment.
Yeah. Well, was it Ohio that was trying to kick people off, and now something has happened to where they can't do it?
Yeah. Well, Ohio had a really funny one because they made a website to so business owners could narc on their employees that they weren't coming back to work even though they were allowed to. So they could get them on, the state could go and audit those people and make sure there was a reason or something. And then, the form was just a form, a web form. So that went on Twitter, and then everyone just Amanda hug and kiss. And then this thing that had 2 staffers looking at it now has 7 million people to look at,
They can't get through all of it.
Yeah, they're never gonna be able to do it. That was a pretty tight one. I can't remember what state that was for. That might have been Wisconsin, but it was like a total narc move where it's like, look, if you're a business owner and you think someone should be coming back to work or think that they have no reason to come back to work, like, you go directly to the whatever law enforcement and make them, I don't know, because it's really easy also to explain, like, I don't know, I don't want to die.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the case, especially for a lot of people who have, compromised immune systems, or people who have family members and that live with them with
Right.
compromised immune systems. So am I worried about myself? No. I mean, if I get it, I might get sick. If I get it, I just might be a carrier, just like I am with the flu. I've never had the flu, ever.
Yeah. Same.
Probably spread it around a bunch because I thought, oh, I don't have the flu, I should be good, and didn't get a shot.
Yep.
But I probably spread it. And like, no one lives with me besides like my cats.
Right. And they're not going to die of the flu.
Yeah. So
they might die of the Roni.
No, but if I don't take care of myself, if I am not cautious, tipping point might be opening back up in a few weeks. What if I get sick? I don't know that I'm sick, and I go to work and I get my coworkers sick.
Right.
People should be able to choose right now, if they're comfortable to go back to work, and, they shouldn't be persecuted for that.
Right. Not at all. And because the other thing is, they already, back when they first figured out what the fuck was going on, when they put the Bernie checks into place for the unemployment to make it kind of a living wage unemployment, the $600 increase in federal unemployment, right? That's through the end of June. And they said, if every state shuts down the way it's supposed to, this will be over by then, right? Well, none of the states did. First of all, so even if you're in a state that did shut down correctly, they're not shutting down migration between states that did and didn't. So by August, you're still risking, when you go out, like, it's still not going to be safe.
I mean, think of all the people, all of the idiots from Alabama who drove to Georgia for a nail appointment.
Crazy. Columbus was talking about, like, hair appointments and shit being, like, backed up like crazy, just because it's so close to the Alabama border. I want to say Florida already has hair too.
Did Florida even shut anything down? Florida had closed anything.
Yeah, like, the weird thing was, salon hair was shut down here, right? Like, going to the barber shop, going to a hair appointment was shut down. But there were people getting, like, licensed haircuts legally in their homes.
Yeah, I did see that. And then what a lot of people I know that a lot of the hairstylists in Montgomery did was put together packages for their clients. So instead of coming to their homes, they would actually say, okay, this is what you need just for like a quick little touch up on what you have. It'll hold you over. So they put things in like a box or like a bag for them. And clients could purchase those bags for like $40 or something and do that at home. But
that's smart. Yeah. That makes sense too. Wow. But yeah, I saw no cases of people being actually prosecuted or put in any kind of legal trouble for violating those orders, right? Like, yeah, it was against the law. And yeah, I saw some grocery stores with cops showing up that first weekend. There were lines at the Publix, right? But after that, I would go to Piggly Wiggly or Food Outlet or Publix or whatever and see people not even in masks.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't illegal. And then there was no like 6 foot distancing and there was no like lane directionality. Basically nothing changed. They really fucked up. But yeah, so if you go back to work, I don't know. I mean, Are there, well, that's a stupid question. I was going to say, are there like steps that you plan to take that are going to do anything? I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. And in fact, Amanda and I were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much going on, and there's so many different things that can happen. And it just feels like, you know, if everyone in the state is not being held to a certain standard legally,
Right.
then there's not much I can do.
Right.
Say, for instance, you know, I'm in food service. I start working again. Even if I have a mask on, you know, the mask only protects me from spreading it to other people. It doesn't protect
Right.
me from getting it from someone. Even if I wear gloves, I would have to take my gloves off after I touch one thing.
Yeah.
The gloves away, put on a new pair. Otherwise, cross contamination.
Yep.
But it's like, who picks up one plate, brings it to the kitchen to be washed, and changes their gloves?
Yep.
Like, that's just not feasible.
Right.
So I'm just like,
And
if I get it. Like, there's just so much I can do.
Some states in their temporary, like, soft open rules were saying that in the orders, like that, do that with the gloves. They were saying, like, I want to say the New York State, when they were talking about places outside of the city were allowed to like start opening up restaurants again. And it was like, no one over the age of 70 is allowed inside.
Okay.
Which that's a pretty good one, because they're the most likely to die from it or whatever. So
for sure.
Say what?
Higher risk for sure.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the crazy thing too. It's like they're really only at higher risk for dying from it. They're not at higher risk from like living with it for the rest of their lives, like young people are, right? Like, because it's not like a curable thing. So anyway, so they can do that. The servers have to put on gloves every single time they touch anything, right? So it's like new gloves every single time. Well, that's just on paper, on the law, like what the law is, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anyone's going to do it.
What happens when you run out of gloves in the middle of a shift?
Right. You're going to wish you didn't use so many damn gloves.
Yeah.
And then people are going to stop using so many damn gloves.
Yeah. So there's just a lot going on. In fact, like we realized that the Simple Green that we have used for years to clean was not it wasn't antibacterial or antimicrobial. It wasn't that. Like, it was a cleanser. But when we realized that, we were like, then why do we even have this other one? And so we upgraded to a different Simple Green that had the like antimicrobial cleaning stuff in it, and that's going to be the one that we're using.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be the one that we keep, because it just doesn't make sense to go back to the other one.
Right. Yeah, it's like a 5 cent a gallon difference in price, and you get the one that actually does the things you need it to do. Yeah, this shit sucks to think about it all. Man, I am what were we talking about with the fucking there was riffing we were doing that I'm forgetting now. Oh man, you remember when all the mashups I was making on YouTube with the 0.75 and the 125 was actually working?
Yes.
It was tight. It was so tight.
Yes. We could probably try it. Like, it seems like my connection is pretty good. It won't like
could maybe make it
poop me out.
Let's see. It was I don't want to try to fuck it up again. Like, why push our luck? Maybe I'll make a recording of it later. But it was pretty funny. I had the Scatman at 0.5, and I had Vanga
What was
Blast.
Blue Man set up?
What's that?
What was the Blue Man set up?
Yeah, Eiffel 65 blue at 125 at lower and faster 1.5 and like Vanga Blast was 0.75 faster also, and it worked kind of. And I had to hit the space bar a lot to like resync the one behind it, but it worked.
That was the one where I was like, imagine like being in the bathroom with the door closed.
That's where we got to the pre-cum Coke jokes. Yes. And the long straight dicks. And I was talking about how dry a dick should be. I was like, no, thank you with the pre-cum. They need to be dry.
You said all the way dry, and I said, I hear that's very uncomfortable. No.
I mean, not when fucking, but
Doesn't believe in pre-cum, will not wear a condom until the end.
right at the end.
Pre-cum doesn't exist.
Nope.
Fake news.
Yeah.
The fuck
I mean, I know it exists. I've tasted it, but not mine. I never would touch I would never have I will my body to not have it. I said, no. I said, other things do the lubricating around here.
Like girls and sweat. We won't let it happen.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Farts. Diarrhea.
No, actually, no. Like a good fart makes you feel like you've lost a pound,
Yes.
Ever had one of those? It's so relieving.
I feel like I gain weight when I take a big fart because I'm like, oh, that wasn't just gas, or like that was just gas. Like I'm all this
it's
is
like
really.
You shit yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, shouldn't I feel lighter? Or like it was holding me up.
You probably can't relate to this because I don't know if you've ever had long hair, but like you get a haircut and you feel like you've lost weight. That's what a good fart feels like.
I had pretty long hair as like a teenager. I had some long hair moments. And then this started happening really young. So yeah, I've been pretty much this length for as long as I can remember, just like 3-guard everywhere. And then this is my quarantine mullet. In solidarity with those people that can't go get haircuts or figure out how to cut their own hair. Well, also just because I wanted one. I've been talking about it for months that I wanted a mullet. So
do it.
I'm finally living my best life, I'm living the fish life.
And now, like, you're not really going anywhere. So you can test it out at home and be like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling this. And if you're like, this isn't a good look, you can cut it and nobody will know.
Yeah, no one ever needs to know, except for everyone that watches this podcast.
No, it's your word against theirs.
Right, it's true. Yeah, because you can't really see this. Like, I mean, you can, but like, it was.
Those could be clip-in extensions. They don't know.
It's true. It could be fake. It could be.
You could have bought a bag from your hairstylist with extensions.
That's true.
Get you through the quarantine.
It's true. Give me new extensions for right here. Dude, if I get these long enough to hold extensions, I could have extensions in my mullet.
Turn to the side. I think they are long enough. Oh, yeah. You could get like, okay, so there are a couple different type of extensions that you could probably do, like maybe a little bit longer for clip-ins, but there's some that look like.
It needs to be a little longer for clips. Like,
you could probably do like the metal ones that like clamp into your real hair.
Like, yeah, really, close down.
Yeah, cause they're like this thick, and basically they have like this little like metal like clamp on it.
Yeah.
You take pliers and you stick your real hair through the little like clamp, and then you take the pliers and press them down together. And then like as your hair grows, you like open the clamp up again, move the extension up, and then clamp again. I've never had them, but I used to do them for a friend of mine because she didn't want to pay a professional to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do a very good job, but I have a basic understanding of how it works.
Yeah, it's really labor intensive.
Yes.
I knew a guy that had to have them done for his beard. Like he had to grow it really long, and then they had to put like big extensions in that went to the floor for like a movie role.
Well, they make those lace front wigs?
Yeah.
They make like lace front beards now. You could have just done that.
I mean, it was for like a real ass movie. Lace front beard. Oh, that looks awful. He was playing like Merlin.
Oh.
So he had to have like it to the floor.
like a Gandalf.
Yeah, so he had to grow it like really long anyway, and then he had to they had to put extensions on that.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I think we're at an hour or so. We talked about most of the things that we riffed about, and then we talked about some coronavirus stuff. Your Twitter link's going to be in the bio, in the description, in the whatever. Y'all follow her. She's very funny. She was very funny, especially on the episode that we lost.
Oh, it's me.
I mean, maybe if I ever start a Patreon, I'll start putting up the dumped episodes, like the ones where internet fucks up. I'll just start putting that stuff up.
There you go.
So,
just like outtakes.
Yeah, outtakes. Exactly. Yeah, the internet fucked up outtakes of the Great Satan. This is episode 19. Sarah, we say last names or no? Thin Nails. I didn't.
No, can't find me, hoes.
Yeah, they can't find you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop on the recording. Peace.